Hello and welcome to the Pop Pod. I am Sam, also known as Pop Sam Cam. We are here for our Bop or Flop episode. It's a little bit nicer today. We've got a pretty backdrop. We're in the Spotify studios in LA. I've been here for the week for Spotify's Songs of the Summer party, and now I am using their studio. Jono doesn't get to use the studio. He is still in London. How are you?
I'm good. I look like my video looks like I'm on the first computer ever made, and you've got the best lighting. So, sorry to anyone who's watching.
I did this on purpose. I told them to turn your resolution down. I thought it was time for me to look better. Bop or Flop Friday. We've got lots to talk about, but before we get into it, if you want to follow or subscribe to the podcast, that would be great. And also you can give it 5 stars wherever you're listening to it. Apart from on YouTube, you can't do that. So just drop a nice comment and let us know how good we are there. Also, you can join the Discord to chat more about pop music with like-minded pop fans. And I will drop the details for that in the show notes below. I feel like we should get into this Bop or Flop though. Let's get going. How are you? Before we start, are there any songs on the list this week that you feel particularly positive or negative about? Don't say what they are. Just give a little teaser.
Yeah, there's. Oh my God, this is a good question. There is one song that I was like, oh, here we go. I can't be asked. And I heard it, and I literally was like, this is an absolute smash. So you might be surprised about one of them that I like this week.
Oh, okay. I'm excited then. I don't know if I
Yeah.
have that strong. I mean, there's 2 songs on here that I absolutely love. There's maybe more than 2 actually. There's quite a few, and maybe 1 or 2 that I have a couple opinions on.
Oh my God, perfect. Okay.
Tame Impala's End of Summer. This is the first thing we've heard from them in a little while. It comes in a week where they're celebrating the 10-year anniversary of Currents, their 3rd album, which I feel like is quite a game-changing pop album. I keep calling them they. It is just Kevin Parker, but it feels easier to call it they. End of Summer is like 7 minutes long. It is quite an epic track for them. I guess I can start and say that like this one really shocked me. I feel like my mood towards Tame Impala has perhaps gone towards nonchalance in the past couple of years, maybe just because we haven't had that much material from them. And I don't know, I don't feel like the last album delivered on the promise that was the album before with Currents, but this is like, oh my God. This just got me immediately. The beat literally rattles your headphones. The melody that he delivers straight up is so melancholic and so good. I love how it drags on for so long. It feels like the end of summer when you've got that like sadness that summer is ending, but then it seems to go for like 2 more months and you realize you didn't need to be a little bitch in the middle of August. I just feel I'm like blown away by this. I absolutely loved it. What did you think?
Yeah, one whiff of the song, and I was like, this is going to be played at every. It smells like an Australian festival.
It really
smells
does.
like, stinks like other stage at Glastonbury. Like, it's going to be played everywhere. I feel the same about Tame Impala. Obviously, Kevin Parker's so talented. Maybe it's growing up in Oz. Like, you just heard too
I
much
think
of them
so.
potentially, and they were at every festival. So I think I was also a bit lukewarm, apart from obviously their like production on songs like or the work with, like Dua Lipa, etc. But it's a smash of a
Oh my
song.
God, I
I can't
totally
believe how
forgot
good it
about the
is.
Dua Lipa of it all when I was listening to this. Where was this for radical optimism? Give
I know.
Rita Ora, give Dua Lipa this beat because
And give Rita Ora these
and
songs.
give Rita Ora the beat. Rita Ora would be trampled by this beat. No, but like it just hits so hard from the first like couple seconds. It just absolutely bangs. And I love that it's like has that dancier side, but then I don't know, I feel like I haven't heard this kind of like emotion come from him melody wise for a while. Like he just nails every part of it. And then I love right at the end when the beat completely drops out and you think it's over and then it comes back with that like looped sample. It's so good. I just did not expect to be this excited about Tame Impala in 2025, but here we are.
Exactly the same.
Good old
I
Kevin.
literally I'm shook. Tame Impala shooketh me.
Shooketh by the Tizzy P. All right, next song is an artist that we have differed on in the past, so let's see how we feel about this one. It's Lola Young's Dealer. It's the third single off her forthcoming album, a song that Elton John during the week said that he would give his house to her if it doesn't become a number one smash. He's in love with it. I wanna get away, far from here, pack my bags, my drugs and disappear. Tell you no, make it clear that I'm not coming back for 15 years. What do you think of it, Jono?
I don't know if Elton's gonna have his house because I don't know if it'll go number one, but it is for me Lola's best song. It is a really, really good song,
Yeah.
and I think it shows off what she does best, which is like it's kind of sad, like a sad
So
song,
sad.
and then like the chorus and it being called Dealer is just like so humorous and like yeah, her brand of funny and sad and like diary kind of saying everything she feels
Yeah.
is exemplified in this song, I think. And I don't know if it will hit number one, but it should do well because I think this is her best for me. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm also not sure whether Elton's going to have the keys to his home for much longer. But I mean, if it was up to me, it would go to number one because I think that this is phenomenal. Like, I think that her song, it just captures so many of the brilliant things about Lola Young, which is this like acceptance of the imperfections in her life. And she manages to like carry that with vulnerability mixed with like this kind of like braggadocious almost like humor as well, and she just
Mm.
finds the perfect middle ground for that kind of thing, and I think this song capitalizes on it so well. There's this tone to her voice in the verses that I just find like gives me like a lump in my throat. It's just so brilliantly gentle and soft but also so like full of tone as well. I think the idea of like leaving somewhere behind and being like, fuck this, and the only person you're going to miss is your dealer is just so brilliant. Like, it's just so.
Is that why you've got a lump in your throat? Because you're like, I
Yeah.
couldn't
I
say
can't imagine
goodbye.
saying goodbye to him. But it's just so well delivered, the whole concept of it.
Yeah.
I was kind of missing a bridge at the end, but then I was like, you know what? I kind of like that this is just so low key. It makes it feel like so much more heartfelt that it doesn't feel overly labored over, and I feel like that's part of the charm of it. This is like, I mean, these first two songs could be both contenders for like song of the year list for me, I think.
I agree. I also, this feels elevated
It
compared
does.
to
Yeah.
her other songs. And not to say that other songs are bad. Obviously, I know some of them I didn't get hooked on compared to you, I know, but it feels really elevated, which is probably what Elton was saying. I think he was saying,
Yeah.
like, this is really good music as well as her point of view, which
Or
is,
maybe his
yeah,
home's
funny and
got
sad.
concrete cancer and he's just trying to get rid of it. He doesn't want to pay the property taxes anymore. He's just gonna flog it off
It's
to poor
done.
Lola. It's gonna
I'm not giving it to
sink
my
her
kids. I'm
financially.
giving it to Lola.
That one's a bop from me. The next one that we have on the list is Tyler the Creator's Ring 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 from a surprise album called Don't Touch the Glass, Don't Tap the Glass, that he released on Monday morning, the follow-up to Chromacopia. This is like Tyler having much more fun, really embracing like his more danceable qualities. And I feel like it's probably the loosest Tyler project we've ever gotten. Everything he delivers is so heavily conceptual. And this one just feels like he was like, whatever, I'm just going to make whatever makes me feel good. And this song slaps, I think. It's really fun. There's like a kind of Anita Baker kind of like jazzy, funky feel to it. I think it takes us back slightly to like his Igor days, which is like my favorite era from Tyler. I don't know if I'm like, I don't know if this is going to remain memorable for me until the end of the year, but like right now it's fun and like maybe that's all it needs to be, you know? Like it's nice to hear
Yeah.
Tyla not feel so like heavy about something and not feel like I need to give so much of my like or my last bits of intelligence to him. What's
That went
left of
ages
it?
ago.
What did you
I
think
can't
of it?
believe Tyler's given us a tap dance album. He's such a dancer. He loves it.
He'd probably do a really good job at that, to be honest.
Yeah, he would, but he needs the Igor Bob back so we can tap
No,
along with
I
the
missed
Bob
the Eagle Bob.
shaking.
What do you think of Ring Ring Ring?
Yeah, I think it's good. It was definitely one of the better songs, or my favorite, more of my favorite song when I listened to the album.
Yeah,
But then I actually listened to it a couple more times today, and it grew on me more and more, which made me more excited to go back to the album and listen because I've only listened once all the way through.
yeah,
So I think it's good. I think the first time I heard it, the actual ringing of the phone, like kind of jarred me a bit, and I wasn't sure how convinced I was that it worked. But now that I've listened more, I think it actually does, and it makes it obviously a bit more interesting. But if you take some of it away, it's a pretty straight down the line song, which
very
I
straight
don't
down
know
the line.
if Tyler often does. So
Yeah,
um, I like it. I think it suits him, and I agree with your sentiment about the album totally. I think it's good. It's even with this song, it's probably not my most memorable out of
mm,
all of these, but it's not bad at all.
yeah, I completely agree. We're on equal footing for everything so far. We've agreed on all of it.
Too agreeable.
I don't know if this one's gonna change it. Gossip, Confidence Man, and Jade.
Okay. Hey, when you talk around town, girl, why you gotta tell me like that? Like that. Gossip. Oh my god. Alright, alright, alright.
This song's been teased for quite a while now. I think Glastonbury was the first outing for it. It's kind of a double, like they're both on the single, not neither one of them are featured on it, which I find interesting. I'm not sure if this
Hmm.
is going to end up on Jade's album, but we will see. What do you think of Gossip? Like, is it obviously you've heard the live version, but are you feeling it more now? It's in the recorded version.
Yeah, I kind of already thought this song was out. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
It feels like that. It's been so long.
Yeah. Have you seen the video?
Yeah, I have. It's good.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
really good. We were talking to someone in Mallorca about whether artists, when they collaborate, like make it seem like they've done it together
Yeah.
in the studio, or whether they just that's the narrative and they've just sent a verse in and never spoken, basically.
Yeah.
But when I saw the video, I was like, well, this is proof that at least they're together for the video
Yeah,
because they couldn't
exactly.
stitch that
It
with
seems they've been spending
ChatGPT.
quite a bit of time together, like from Glastonbury to I think
Yeah.
they did a DJ set somewhere else, and now like they're in the video together, so they're joined at the hip. Her
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Janet Planet or whatever she calls herself.
Obsessed with that name. It's so good.
It's really good. You know what? I was like, not. I feel like the UK rides for Confidence Man in a way that like not
Yeah.
many other places do, and because of that, I haven't fully embraced them. But I saw them at Primavera, and I thought it was really, really fun. And I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? I need to be less harsh on this and just like embrace the fun of it. And it's come at the perfect time because now we've got this song, which is just like bucket loads of fun.
Yeah. They're kind of giving who's that band that did Parlez-vous Français?
Art versus
Art versus
science.
science. I feel like they're giving art versus science in a fun way. They're just like,
Yeah.
we don't give a two shits about anyone saying we're like smart artists. We're just having fun and flipping
Yeah,
around on
yeah.
stage and like whatever. I feel like it's not the best song of the year, but it's a fun pop song. I don't think it's bad at all. Also,
Yeah.
you know, I love any song that drops a C bomb, so that was an absolute highlight for me.
Tina says you're a cunt got me hook, line, and center straight away. Like, I was just like, wow. Hearing Jade say
I'm-
that as well, like someone who was in like a kind of kiddie girl band. Not that they were kiddie, but you know, they had to be like a little bit polite. And to hear her
Yeah.
drop that, it just feels like she's unleashed. I love it.
It's really fun. I feel like this and the Boy Crazy remix are like really well done positioning of where Jade is in the
Mhm.
pop landscape
Yeah.
with her own songs and these. I don't think this will go on the album. I don't know if it sounds like it will fit, but I think it's a bop. It's not groundbreaking, but it's good and it works with, I think, Jade's trajectory and also Confidence Man's. I think it does wonders for both of them.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah,
Are
I
you convinced or not?
Yeah, I'm convinced. I love it. I think it's really, really fun. I agree with you on the positioning for Jade that's been like kind of perfect because I feel like there's probably still a little bit of a like stench of like cringe from her being in a girl band, even though you and I obviously don't agree with that sentiment, but
Yeah.
it still remains. And to join with a band that has like a cooler reputation, and once again, like, I don't agree with this positioning of anything that's like cool or uncool, but you know, like
Yeah.
within the festival heads would certainly not see Jade and Confidence Man in the same kind of box. And now to see them and be like, oh, there are so many similarities, I think it's a really smart play from her. And also she has the personality to carry this off. You know, there's not many people who could step into this lane and be as like lighthearted and convincing with it. And she's so convincing. Like, I just think it's a very fun moment from both of them. And I agree, like, it's not ending up on any end of year list, but that's like the Tyla one. That's totally fine. Sometimes it's fun to just have fun music. So it's a
God,
bop,
we're so positive
bop
this
from it.
week.
I know, let's find something that's shit. The next one is Tyla's Dynamite. She's teamed up with Wizkid, who's obviously like an Afrobeat legend. It's off her new, we thought it was going to be a mixtape, but it seems like it's just an EP called We Want to Party.
See me, eye to eye we go, back to back we go, 9 to 9.
It's the lead track, I guess, from that EP. I'm a little bit confused about what's going on with this era for her, but I mean, that every song's been kind of a bop. And to be honest, like, again, like the last one, this one isn't gonna light anything on fire, but it's totally fine. I really like the way that her and Wizkid trade lines and don't just take like a verse each. I think that that's really cool. She's obviously just so naturally talented, and she just like could do this kind of style in her sleep. And maybe that's the point of this like EP, is just like really doing the genre that she thinks is really fun and that she does so naturally. But something about me still wants that, like, I don't know, just something that feels like, if you get what I mean. Like, oh, like so surprising that she did it. I don't know if
I'm not sure I want to see you do that again. No.
But I don't know, something to shake it up a bit, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like this is exactly what we talked about last time with Is
It's
It?
the exact same as last time, and I feel the exact same as you again.
Yeah.
It's a good song. It's not memorable. They work really well together, but yeah, I don't know. It's just good. It's a B plus, nothing more.
Totally. Which I guess lands it on a bop kind of average.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
It feels like we're going from the top of our list, which was really good, and now we're like filtering down and down and down. But that's not true, because the next song is maybe not like that. CMAT's Euro Country. It's the lead, the title track of her forthcoming album. Obviously, an Irish artist who is doing incredibly well recently with her newest music. She's gone a little bit viral on TikTok. I feel like there's just adoration for CMAT now, which she perhaps didn't have on the first album. And this one, I want you to go first on this because you're in this part of the world. So maybe you're like understanding the Euro country of it all.
Yeah, well, that maybe seems like you don't like it. I think this seems classic CMAT, like just storytelling, similar musically to what she's done.
Yeah.
Kind of probably similar to Tyler, where I'm like, she's just doing what she's doing, but it's not a miss for me at all. I love the Kerry Katona line. And I think in terms of vulnerability and humor, I find she comes across so much more confident and specific in her humor and delivery.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about, I know you shouldn't compare, but compared to Lola Young, where like the dealer line's obviously like humorous, but the caricature is so specific and to such a British audience. Like, but I like it. But it's not like the best release from her from this album, I don't think. But I can't flop it. Are you gonna flop it?
No, not at all. I know it sounded like I was negative going into it. I don't feel negative about it at all. I also clocked the Kerry Katona line and just absolutely loved it. And that is exactly like her bag. Like
Yeah.
the Jamie Oliver petrol station gag as well. Like it's just these really niche specific references that add so much context and setting to the kind of stories that she's telling. And like this song is quite emotional, and then to like drop a Kerry Katona line in the middle of it is really funny. And I think she starts singing in is it Gaelic, the Irish language?
Yeah, I think so.
If you're Irish, you can clock us on that. But I was listening to it and I was like, am I drunk? And I was a little bit drunk. But I was like, is she speaking a different language? And she was in the beginning, I believe. Unless you want to tell me that I was absolutely just off my tits.
Gaelic is, I'm literally Googling it. Yeah, Gaelic is Scottish and Irish language.
Okay,
I'm
but
like,
does she actually speak that language during it? Because...
I think she does. I don't think you're making it up.
Okay, good. Because now I'm starting to worry about my degrading cognitive function. Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
You can say it there.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so Gaelic is the...
Gaelic.
They're speaking.
Yeah, love it. I love it. And the bridge of it is so good. I really think she like takes it to another place in that. I just think this album is going to be really good because I feel like everything's been really consistent. Why are you laughing?
I don't know. It sounded like you were saying something groundbreaking. Like, I just think this album, and it's just like really good.
Really good, period. And that's all I have to say on CMAT. And that's that on CMAT. Next up, we have Amare with a song called Girlie-Pop.
Pretty pop on the lips, curly pop.
This is the second single from her forthcoming album, Black Star. She's a Ghanaian artist who had a phenomenal album, I think 2 years ago now, called Fountain Baby. This one's going in a bit more of a danceable direction. I actually saw her at Coachella and she did like a melody. She sung a melody.
She sang a melody in a chorus.
She did
and it was really good.
She did a medley of her, like a few of her new songs that felt like a showcase kind of for the new album before it was announced. And it made a lot of sense, the direction that she was going in. I like this. I think like her voice is so kind of off kilter in a really fun way that it makes songs that would be otherwise quite basic from other artists feel more exciting. And I feel like her delivery on this song is everything. I think the way that she twists like Girlie-Pop as a saying into something that feels quite rhythmic in this song is really cool. I'm just a massive fan of her work, and honestly she could like pop on the record and I wouldn't care.
Yeah. It made me want to go back to her older stuff. It
Yeah,
just
were you
feels
a
like I was lukewarm. Like, I thought she was good, but I didn't listen to her on repeat. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
But I don't know if I was cool enough to. Like, I don't know if my taste is interesting enough. I wish I could say that, but maybe I'll change. This feels like a sugar hit. It's got such a nice flow and rhythm to it. It's kind of giving Pink Panther-esque in a really good way. I feel like it's a really good song. I'm bored of saying everything's good this week. Too positive.
It's another bop. I was looking down the list. I'm like, I should have added a Maroon 5 song or something to this.
I know. Do you think it's because of the Alex Warren thing? We're petrified of getting clipped and then played at Ali Pali?
I'm saying not a single negative word because it might get taken out of context.
Yeah.
I'm just even looking at New Music Friday. There's like I couldn't even pull out something bad from it. Which is good.
Yeah.
It's a good place to be. Anyway, we might find one. Keep listening because there could be shit in here. The next one is a song called Chrysalis by an artist called Jenevieve.
All of the try, give up love, try to do all that I can. Know that you cannot be right. Never enough for your love.
Who, if you watch my stuff, you'll probably already know that I love her. She makes like lo-fi pop, R&B, groove sort of based music. She has a new album coming out and this is the third taste of it. I feel like this is just like kind of mood music in the best way. Like it feels optimistic, it feels buzzy, it feels sunny, and like it doesn't need to be like doing anything profound for it to just feel really nice. And that's basically how I feel about this song.
Yeah, because it's an excellent R&B soulful track, so it totally fits that mood that you're describing. When it's done well, it's really nice to be in the background, but also you can listen to it with your full attention and enjoy it.
That's
I
actually a
think,
really good point about like what makes the best kind of R&B soul songs is exactly that. Like you need to make it sound effortless.
yeah, look at me.
Look,
I saw Sizzle last night
I
with
just think,
Kendrick, so maybe that's where I've
did
got it from.
you?
I've got the
Did you
yeah,
actually?
yeah. I saw their show. It was really good.
I didn't think that you would go out to see Scissor.
Well, after seeing her at Glasgow, feeling
Yeah.
awkward.
Did you like it?
Well, we got free tickets, so
I was
I
gonna
had
say
to
I knew
go.
you weren't paying to go there, but
But also, I didn't know half the songs because again, I'm not cool enough. I loved it. They both did really well. SZA sounded so much better than she did at Glasgow because her
yeah,
mic was actually working properly.
yeah,
And the show and staging. Have you seen the show?
yeah, incredible.
Yeah. Were the crowd annoying about SZA compared to Kendrick?
You know what? I actually couldn't tell who was getting more of a reception at my show,
Okay.
but it was in New York. I think it's a totally different thing to London
Yeah.
because I think what was Kendrick getting much more of a response.
From where we were sat, he was. I mean, also,
Yeah.
to be fair, in the crowd, loads of people were going off. I don't know whether it's because SZA toured recently in the UK, so maybe it was less excitement. I don't know if Kendrick's
Yeah.
toured recently.
I felt the excitement levels were pretty on par for both of them, if not maybe sometimes more over the top for SZA. But
Okay,
SZA's like, I
interesting.
feel like SZA is like the number one female artist in America, you know? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
not like given Taylor Swift's not around at the moment. But yeah, like she's the
Yeah.
hype for her is crazy in New York. She's like blasting out of car windows. Like if she plays at a club or a bar, like people are immediately like singing along. She's just like on such a huge level. Whereas I feel like globally Kendrick kind of smokes her in the numbers.
Yeah, I just feel like the girls around us, the women in the audience, you could tell appreciated both, and some of the guys were just leaving when Sis was performing, and I was like, this
That
is
is
so
so
boring.
fucking lame. Like, just
It's so
drop the act for a
embarrassing.
minute. We know that you fucking love Kill Bill. Come and sit back down, you little
I
bitch.
know. Kill your toxic masculinity and just enjoy it. Anyway, we're getting
Literally.
off
Sorry, we're
pace.
really off topic. Oh god,
Back
I've
to
dropped my
Genevieve
phone.
Murphy.
Maybe I need more toxic masculinity, so I've got the muscle strength to hold my phone.
I'm just toxic, no masculinity.
All right, I'm giving Genevieve a bop.
Same. Goodbye.
Cool. Let's move on to Wet Hair by Audrey Hobart.
And I know that I called without warning. Wanted it to be a whirlwind on purpose. Had to knock a few back to feel normal. Shooting the shit like this isn't important.
Audrey writes a lot of the music with Gracie Abrams. They're childhood friends, and now she's releasing her own album. I thought that the first single from it, Sue Me, was really, really fun, and I've actually gone back to it a lot. And this one I also think is fun. It's perhaps not as good as the two that came before it, but what I think is cool about Audrey is she's obviously such a like kind of awkward person, and she brings that across in the music and in the things she says. Like it's such a like train of subconscious thought, this whole like everything that she's doing, and she manages to like pull these melodies out of nowhere. And I think that's what separates her from being like just another Taylor Swift copycat into being something that I find like actually quite interesting. So yeah, I think this is a bop, but I'm not going as crazy for it as the other ones.
Okay, interesting. Well, this is the first time today we're going to disagree. I felt like it wasn't interesting enough to make me feel like it wasn't a Taylor Swift copycat. I was like, this could be Taylor ghostwriting and ghost singing. At one point, I was like,
Yeah,
she
very
sounds
similar.
exactly the
Yeah.
same. And that's obviously not a bad thing. Like, I think I obviously like Taylor, and I think she's a good songwriter, and it's good songwriting, but I think it's maybe in the zone of Gracie Abrams for me where it's not special or unique enough for me to be. So Chloe Keisha,
See,
for
I
example,
disagree
I
with
think
that.
she does that really well.
Yeah.
I don't think this has it. The most interesting thing she said in the song for me was when she said guzzling wine. I was like, that's not really unique at all.
Yeah, I agree that this one's not the most unique one, but I think that her previous songs have been unique. So maybe I'm
I
giving
don't
it.
remember the previous one, to be fair, but we're talking about this song. I don't think this sounds just like a Taylor
Yeah,
coffee for me.
I still think it's a bop, but I think you're giving flop. The first flop of the day.
I mean, it's hard. It's not a bad song. Doesn't deserve a flop, but it's not special enough to bop it, so I might flop it. Sorry, Aubrey.
Well, it's your lucky day because we have a special guest and Audrey's here.
Yeah, perfect. She looks exactly like Aubrey Swift.
Okay, the next one is Freak It by Kim Petras.
Kiss friend on your teeth, business, pull 'em up for me. You got it all, and I wanna be, don't be a tease, freak it for me, for sure.
This is the second taste after the song she released a couple weeks ago that I've completely forgotten the name of and honestly have never gone back to and probably will
Yeah.
never. This one though, like this is where we need to go. I feel like we're on the right track. I know when a song gets me excited because I can imagine myself like DJing it or like hearing it out in a club and being quite excited by it. And I felt that with this. Like it's kind of all over the place production wise, which I love. The verses are quite grating to listen to, which I also love.
It's giving Danielle Hall, of course.
It's giving,
love
yeah,
it.
of course I love this. My fucking scattered brain was like, yes, so much dopamine to be found here. And then I love the dubstep ending because I've been really hoping that dubstep's going to make a comeback this year. I don't know if Kim Petras is going to be the one to lead the dubstep revolution, but I really liked this. I think like it's probably her best song in years, in my opinion. Bop.
Oh, I'm annoyed with you. I'm cross.
Really?
I was hoping you'd hate it so I could disagree with you and fight to the death, and I literally feel the exact same.
Oh my god, I thought you were going to go the opposite way.
Same with you. That's why I'm. It's much more back to the lane that I prefer her in. It's very silly. It's all over the
Yeah.
place, but in a good way. I mean, it's not going to be for the general public's palate, I don't think, but
No.
she never was for most of her career, and I think that's fine. This will be a bop in gay bars, and that's, I think, where she fits really well.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree. I think that this is like going back into her lane. Not that I think she should stay in her lane, and I still think that you can find a wider audience by doing Stranger Things, but it's nice to hear her not
True.
playing to such a mainstream pop crowd because honestly, I think that just dulled her shine a little bit and like
Yeah.
doesn't highlight what's so good about Kim Petras, which is that she is like a little weirdo, and this is that in a song. Love.
Yeah, exactly.
Next up, we have Sam. So there's so many today. Sam Smith with "To Be Free."
To be free, like the river, just to be.
I'm just gonna let you take this one because I don't know for context for everybody. Jono and I have a very different opinion when it comes to Sam Smith. I love Sam Smith when they're in their more pop lane. You love Sam Smith when they're in their more like ballad, soulful lane.
Yeah.
And I feel like this song that they've gone your lane.
Yeah, I got a semi as soon as I heard it.
As soon as I heard the teaser for this, I was like, this is so Jono. Jono won.
As soon as the gospel choir came in, I ascended on the tube while listening to it. I've always had a crush on Sam Smith. I still do. And like you say, I love the soulful gospel Sam. I like some of their poppier stuff, but not as much.
Yeah.
I actually love like songs like Latch, like the dance stuff, but I think maybe not so much the straight down the line pop stuff. But
Yeah.
I I love this song. It feels so I don't want to be that annoying fan that tries to pigeonhole an artist, and I really like that Sam has done different stuff and tried different things because I think I totally respect artists doing what they want to do. But I
Yeah.
just personally love Sam in this bag, and his in the beginning, I don't know if you thought this, they kind of have a twang in their voice. It's
Yeah.
always sounded like, but really interesting. Um, but I loved it. Do you think it's a snooze or do you think it's like a good song?
I'm on the fence because, like, I really liked what they've been exploring recently in terms of the theatricality of their work, which I feel like has been a really nice lane, but I also don't feel they've totally nailed it. And it feels like they're constantly in this push and pull between going back to this balladry and then doing really outrageous stuff like that song with Madonna. And I would just like them to find the middle ground in that. In saying that, I do think that this song has this kind of like liberation to it, which feels really nice to hear them singing about. And I think that there's a real enjoyment in, I can hear the enjoyment in their voice, which is something I don't think I could always hear. Like on the second record, for example, I couldn't really hear the excitement. It felt like they were just like retracing the steps of their debut. But this one, I don't know. It just feels like, I don't know. It's got like a buoyancy to it that makes me feel like Sam is really excited about this new music, and that's nice. It also feels like really organic and just like really, it's really nicely produced and really nicely executed. I'm probably not going to listen to it that often if I'm being totally honest, because it's not my bag. But I also don't
Yeah.
think it's bad. I'll give it a bop. It's so stupid to just call this a bop.
Serving bar.
But yeah, I'm guessing it's
Did you not get goosebumps when you listened to it though?
no, not at all.
Oh my God, I had goosebumps, measles, chickenpox. I had the full sickness.
I wish I could. I just don't know. I just feel like I've been burnt by their balladry too much. I'm just like, every time I hear them with a piano, I get a little scared. But mate, I'll go
Yeah.
back to it. I'll give it another listen after this and
Yeah.
be goosebump ready.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just put an ice pack on my legs.
I think the theatrical point is a good one but I feel like I get the theatrics from this over the top choir, balladry, gospel vibes.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see them in a church singing to God and the gays.
Yeah, I kind of love that vibe, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, final song is a song called 12 to 12 by Sombr. Sombr's like kind of the main it boy in pop right now, has two huge songs with Back to Friends and Undressed. This is his new single, and this is his new single, obviously.
And it's really good.
and I just think it's really good. It's got Addison Rae in the music video for it. I haven't seen the music video yet, but
Oh my
I've seen the
gosh.
clips that she is in it, which kind of feels good because they kind of feels good. God, my vocabulary is reduced to 3 words today.
It's giving my vocabulary.
It feels cool to see that. Use a word that's not cool or good. Challenge. It feels iconic because I don't know. They both feel like they hold some kind of space in the like it girl boy kind of. They're the prom king and queen at the moment of pop music. And this one, I mean, before I listened to the Tame Impala single, I had this like good line where I was going to say that this is the best Tame Impala song released this week, but then Tame Impala came through with a really good Tame Impala song, so I can't say that anymore. But it's definitely got a Tame Impala vibe to it. It's probably my favorite thing he's done. I think it's like really groovy and just like really instantly likable in a way that doesn't seem to be playing to like any tropes that are going on in like pop music right now. It feels individual to him while also like referencing a lot of alternative music from like 2010 to probably 2015, 16. I just really liked it. I was shocked by this, to be honest. Like for some reason, I feel like I had a bad taste in my mouth about Sombr from the last song, and this has changed that. I think this is like really good.
Yeah. I was the exact same. This is the one where I saw it and I was kind of eye rolling and I was like, I don't understand Sombr's popularity. For me, obviously, not for
Yeah.
the general public. And this, I thought the exact same about Groovy. And I was like, can we even say groovy anymore? I feel like a boomer.
It does feel
But it is
groovy.
groovy. It's slinky, it's disco tinged. It
Yeah.
is such I don't know, melt your troubles away, happy song. And it really got me. This, I think, with Tame is Song of the Week, and I was so
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
And also, it does seem slightly different to what his other songs have been, but not so far removed that it feels like he's doing it for the sake of it or trying to, like, I don't know, fit into some trend or whatever. It
Yeah.
just feels like he actually likes this music, and I, I'm shocked. Honestly,
I
I
was
was
blown away.
gobsmacked.
Like blown away.
I listened to this the most on repeat.
No, me too. And I got sent this like a couple days ago from someone at his label, and I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to listen to this, to be honest. What an idiot. If you told me that we were going to finish this podcast with Tame Impala and Sombr being my like top two
Yeah,
of the week with Lola Young in there as well for me. But I wouldn't have believed you at all. This has been a very confusing week, and I'm going to go home and think about where I align.
same. But also, I'm really happy when artists prove my stupid opinion wrong
Oh, I love it.
because
It's the best.
it's the best. It
Yeah.
shows that, you aren't defined by one song and you aren't defined by obviously like our taste anyway, but it's, yeah. Also, even those three were a massive surprise to me. I wouldn't expect to bop all of them. Maybe be like some of the songs of the year. I can't believe
Yeah.
I'm saying those words. But also, even going back to the others, like Amaarae, Jenevieve, I was like, I'm feeling a bit inspired about getting, rediscovering artists and
Right. The end of the year is suddenly like looking very good. And I'm like, is 2025
yeah,
going to be the year that was like shitty for music, and like suddenly now we're looking at it and it could be one of the better years? Maybe.
yeah. I
It's-
think Sombr's song could be Song of the Summer.
Yeah. It's almost like he should have released it when he released that last one, which I can't
Yeah.
even really remember, to be honest. But yeah, it definitely has that vibe. I'm like, maybe we've been too harsh on what music has been this year because the mainstream, like the chart depiction of it has been so terrible. But when I actually think about what we've gotten, like there's some really exciting stuff going on. And this week makes me feel very optimistic.
Same. Look at us, so positive this
I
week.
know. Maybe it's because I've spent the week sitting in the sun and drinking margaritas. I'm feeling Miss Serotonin's come and paid a visit to me this week.
Sarah's come and visited. Love.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. If you want to hear all the tracks we're listening to this week, you can go to Pop Sam Cam's New Music Friday playlist on Spotify, and the other one. And I will drop the link for that down below. Don't forget to like or subscribe the podcast if you like it. Rate it 5 stars. Join us on the Discord. Do all the things. I've also been talking about doing an in-person pop club in New York, which I would love to see some of you at. And I'm going to have more details next week. And I say that like I'm working on something. I haven't started working on anything. But I am committing to having details for you next week so that we can do it before the summer's out. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Jono, for zooming in from what looks like some kind of hostage situation now.
I know. Also, my grocery shop's here, so I need to run.
Okay, goodbye.
Bop or shop. Bye bye.